Okay, now we're going to give you some hitting drills that you can do in your garage if you got a tee to hit off of. I understand if you don't, but if you have a tee to hit off of, a net to hit off of, here's what we're going to look for when we do it. So I'm going to break down the swing, and then Coach Page will come in and he'll take some swings, and we're going to critique certain things. He might do them wrong on purpose, so we have to show you what we want. So big thing is here, we want how we address the ball. Remember, we're going to address the ball out front of us. We don't want to hit that ball when we're here. Then we're not going to do very well attacking the ball. Even if it's on that outside part of the plate, if the tip of the plate was right there, I'm still attacking that ball right about here. Okay, so what we're going to do first is how we address the ball. We're going to do our hands. So with our hands, we get them nice and relaxed, right? We want to swing with our fingers. So we want to swing in here. We don't want to wrap this thing into our palms because then we get really stiff. We want to get those into our fingers. Nice and easy. The bat's not, I'm not squeezing the crap out of it. I'm not trying to choke it or anything. So it's nice and easy. So then our feet, okay, maybe have our back one in just a hair just to keep that, get that nice push off. But our hands are here. Our hands are going to be somewhere between our shoulder and our ear, somewhere in this area. Okay, so right in here, I don't want them up here, okay, and we got to drop them anyway. And I don't want them way down here, because your first step is going to be your hands going forward, going to the hitting zone. Now, our head with our hands. So right now, my hands are in a good spot. My bat is at about a 45. The one thing we don't want to do with this back elbow is lift it way up. Look what happens to my bat as I lift my elbow up. It starts to wrap around my head. Okay, and it also starts to pull this shoulder this way. So now I'm starting to turn slightly, and now I've got to get all the way back in order to hit the ball. So that takes time. So we want to lessen that time, and we want to be quick and short to it. So we get here, hands are nice and easy, elbows are nice and relaxed. Okay, and then we go back to a load. Our load right here is just that slight come back. You notice my hands are not real far away. I don't want them way out here. Nice and relaxed. You make a nice V, stick them out there. So my hands are fairly close. They're right by this back shoulder area, somewhere in here. Okay? So as we go there, slightly turned in. Nice athletic stance. Nice athletic stance. So remember, we want to be kind of in a triangle here with our head. Okay? We don't want to be up here, because now it's tough to see the ball. We want to get down here. And we want to put that head at just a slight angle. Instead of straight up and down, just a slight angle, because that'll allow us to see the middle part of the ball. So we're going to get in that slight angle. Okay? So always, and the one thing I have noticed in people that are doing this is they always just stare at the ball. Well, the ball is going to come from the pitcher. So we want to get used to looking out there, getting our head set. Okay? And then you can follow it in with that slight angle. And now I can see this part of the ball. Because we want to hit slight under middle, up through. So we want to sling slightly through the ball and stay on it longer, creating a lot of good natural backspin that gives carry. Okay? So, first step, we get set, we look at our pitcher, we load, and then we're going to just have a small step. Small step. Mine is not more than anywhere from 3 to 5 inches. Very little, very small step. And we're going to keep our weight back. We're not going to get here. So we go here, we load, we step, and then as we swing, we're not driving our hips this way. We're not driving our hips forward. Our hips don't slide forward. Okay? A lot of them, you want to go this way. Then you get too much out on that front foot. We want to hit into the back of that front foot. Which that means I'm going to take a slight step. Do you notice my hips did not come forward? They're just twisting with my hands, right? And I'm on my toes. So it goes here, and then my head is here. So I can see that part of the ball. Up here, I can only see this part of the ball. Down here, I can see that part of the ball. Okay? So we want to get here. Nice, easy rock, right? So I go here, I see the pitcher. Pitcher's ready. Pitcher's set, ball comes in. Now, I hit the ball down, I rolled over early. And we don't want to roll over early. We don't want to roll our hands over. It'll naturally come to that. So what we're going to do is, when I get Coach Meyer out here, we're going to go into hitting to contact, hitting to extension, hitting to full swing, and all that. So here, we're going to get here, and once again, I'll do it again. Get here, get set, back. Now I should come here, and then we go there. Okay? If you haven't noticed, I really do pull the ball a lot. Even when I was hitting all the time, I was a dead pull hitter. That's why you see some of that. I need to extend out more myself. So I'll try one more time. Here, back, and then it's extension. Okay? I'm probably not the best. I don't have as much mobility as these guys. So we'll get Coach Meyer in here to go through, or Coach Page, sorry. Coach Meyer is filming right now, getting ready for the conditioning part of our program. So, as you can see, Coach Meyer is going to be there. Now he's going to address the ball. Now, if this is in the middle of the plate, this probably wants to be here. He wants to hit it out front because as he strides, he's going to come into it. So he's going to be nice and relaxed. Okay, he puts his hands up. You can see his bat's at a good angle. It's nice and relaxed. He's not trying to kill it. He's not squeezing the crap out of it. Okay, he's looking at the pitcher. Okay, he loads, strides, then swings. And then he didn't quite get, he got to contact.
You wanted me to do full swing?
Yeah, first couple. Well, we'll have to find those
We'll
two.
lose that.
All right, so we're going to get the, let's go to extension. It's a little easier. So he's looking at the pitcher, he gets himself set, load, snap. You can see, he drove that ball. Okay, next time you'll hold it a little longer. He drove that ball, and that ball came up here at this angle, which is what we want, because this will then go over the pitcher's head, and then go into the outfield, because you got to remember there's 5 people in the infield, counting the pitcher. There's 3 people in the outfield, and there's a lot more area. So now he's going to swing to extension and stop, and we'll go to see exactly how his extension went. So looks at the pitcher, gets himself set, load, step, swing, extension. So here, you can see that he went kind of over, and we want him to right there. We want him to get there's extension. He got a little, you can see how he started to roll the hand slightly, and we're trying to get to here first. And then as he comes, put your hands back, as he comes, then it'll naturally roll over. It's not a forced movement, okay? And when we swing off a tee, the problem is everybody wants to have that forced movement. We got to be nice and relaxed and go from there. So we'll try that again to extension. So he gets set. You notice he's got a slight knee bend. He's over shoulder width. Some of you can go a little bit less, a little bit wider, depending. He does not have some of you have stances where you're really off and then you come in. He does not, but he's in a good athletic stance. Knees are bent, butts out slightly, heads forward slightly, and he's got a nice stance there. So he gets set, goes back, and goes. And you can notice it's tough. Right there's where he should have ended up, and you notice he did end up here because okay? So it's hard to get to just extension. So we only do extension for about 5, 6, 7 at a time, and now we go to full swings. So when he goes to full swing, okay, it's in here, as he gets set, he's going to go look back. You're going to go in slow motion, don't hit the ball. Okay, he goes in slow motion, he's going to hit, boom, now go over it. As he follows through, do you notice where his head is still? His head is still trying to see that ball. Now, if he was to fall, which way would you fall? He's going to fall behind the plate. Okay, he'll fall into the plate. The reason some of you don't do that is because you get here and you get up too straight. So if you get up too straight, then we're in trouble, because as we swing, we want to fall away. So we're going to look at Coach Meyer here. You over here. I took the ball away, Coach Meyer, so you don't have to worry about him smacking you in the face. So as he gets ready to swing, as he goes in slow motion through this, okay, stop right there. As you can see, his head is at a good angle to see that bottom part of the plate. He's pushing off that back leg. His front leg should be almost straight now. And as he goes to the extension, and then he's still got his head at an angle, and he goes to extension, he's hitting all off of that front foot. Okay, that front foot, he's really pushing into it. But he didn't slide forward into it like some of you are doing it. So, and now you can see he's getting stuff to hang there. Okay, as he follows through, then he would naturally, if he falls, he would fall this way. Do you notice in his stance, getting a batting stance, he is not, some of you get right here. He is slightly forward here. This, it's not a big difference, but it is a big difference. You want to be out over the top of your balls of your feet. And so when you swing, you're on the balls of your feet, so you got nice, okay, nice balance. And then as you go, you twist. We don't drive our body going forward as much. It's here, and we're going to drive into that foot. And as we push with the back foot is the only time you should be coming forward. You're not going to push with your front, you're not going to land on your front foot and then lift this one off the ground. So as he swings, going into, he's going to sit there. He does not want to get his hips going forward first. He does not want to take this back leg as he swings, bring it forward like that. He wants to keep that, and he's going to twist, snap with his hands, and then those together make for the nice quick snap. Okay? So we'll have him hit one more time. No, I did that one.
Are we too close here?
You can move it. And then as he swings, he gets himself set, looks at the pitcher, follows it back to the ball, swings and goes. Okay? Hit the top part of the ball. So, like just like anything else, and it's going to be, is we're not in perfect shape either for this, and either are you. So we gotta want to hit. We're going to want to hit slightly underneath and up through the middle, staying onto the ball longer and driving it this way. But if you're off slightly, now you got a ground ball. Okay? So the biggest thing is when we hit, we want to get right to here. We want to get right to there. As you can see, it goes up and away we go. Okay? Because that'll give us the best chance of getting on base. The other thing I want you to do when you're batting is I want you to move the tee around. I want you to move it from inside, outside, height. Whoa. Brand new tee. Height, from low to high, inside to outside. A lot of you say, oh, I wouldn't swing at it that high. Yeah, you do, because it's still a strike. Okay, and the problem is, we swing at a lot of them. So we've got to be able to hit that pitch too, just as much. So it doesn't matter if it's on the, this would be the outside tip of the front of the plate, then I'm going to probably want to hit it right here. I'm going to be fairly close, and I'm going to drive that ball to that angle. But instead of dropping my hands so much, and that's the problem we got to get out of, is we take our hands and we drive them to where we want to hit. So here's where I want to hit. I don't want to go up, pop up. So wherever the ball is, I look, I come back, and I go through it. Okay? So it doesn't matter. Then you got to do it inside. Now, if it's an inside pitch on an inside tip, would I be here? No. Now I'm going to be out, I've got to get it out front. Okay? So I've got to get it out front. So now I'm here, back, my hands got to get here, and then I went under it, so I popped up. I will try and do it full. It's a little quicker, it's a little easier at full speed. So I'm here, but now I got to make sure I can drive my back hip through. So I get here, back here, and we go. Okay? So those are some of the hitting drills you can do if you have a tee and if you have a net or a tarp and something to keep you getting ready for the season. Next we'll do bunting, and then I know everybody's waiting to see these two do some cardio, and so we'll do bunting next. Okay.